Welcome into the table. As you can see, I have a magazine here. We are not going to cut up this magazine today. This is Icons of Rock. I just got this magazine and I thought it was pretty interesting. The only problem is it's kind of got a sticky there, and actually now that I'm looking at it, I can see that it was a round sticker and a little piece of yellow, so it must have been a price tag or something, and they didn't want me to know how much they paid for it, so they scraped it off of there and then charged me double. I'm not really sure. I got it for pretty cheap, so it's pretty cool. This is from December 1999. It was the end of the world, December 1999. We might as well celebrate the icons of rock since, the world's going to end. It's 1999, how that was if you were alive at those times, talking about how the world's going to end. I don't know, was that a Mayan calendar or something, or was that like 2012? Not really sure. So this is Vanity Fair Icons of Rock. We're not cutting this one up. This is 50 years of rock and roll. I've flipped through it a little bit when I got it. Haven't really looked at it all the way. I know there's a couple pictures I can't show you, a couple I can't show you. I don't know why Janis Joplin only showed up with her necklace on. It's just, what can I say? It must have been something other times. But there are some cool pictures. It's Jimmy. It has Jimmy on the cover, so I had to share it with y'all. I thought it was really interesting, a fun magazine, and you know how we love magazines over here. It's that Lenny Kravitz on the back. He's throughout here. This is funny because this whole magazine is like sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger or something. I don't know, because like through every page there's a different Tommy Hilfiger ad. So it's just something interesting. Let me turn that down in my ears. That lo-fi is a little louder than usual in my ears. And I want to hear myself talk. Even though I can't hear myself talk, I don't hear my microphone, which is kind of strange, but it's okay. I, used to work in recording studios, so I'm used to hearing myself back. But when this thing has a delay on it, it's not cool at all. I don't like it. And speaking of music and recording studios, I thought I'd pull out this magazine. I just got it not too long ago, and haven't really had a chance to dive into it. Let's look into it. I know there's a few pages. I might have to peek and then see if it's the one, because I can't show you that one. But as you can see, it looks like it's sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger or something. It's presented by Lenny Kravitz. The Freedom Tour, Tommy Hilfiger presents. So I guess that's what it was. I don't know. In 1999, might as well rock it out. And as you can see, Tommy Hilfiger runway models and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. What do we have here? We definitely have Elvis. You know it's Elvis. Gotta celebrate Elvis in the rock magazine. Magazine keeps getting caught on that little tape I put there on the edge. I gotta watch out for that. But we got Elvis over here rocking out. We have a few Jerry Lee over there. Some more Tommy Hilfiger ads. And then, we got, Little Richard right here. This is Chuck Berry, right? This is Chuck Berry up here. Yeah, it's Chuck Berry. You can see Chuck Berry right there. Go ahead and comment if you get a chance, if you see this in the live stream, or if you see this when it's archived on the channel. Comment who's your favorite artist that you've seen on here. We can go back. We had Elvis, and then a couple others there. Oh, we got Buddy Holly over here. So, Buddy Holly. Do you listen to that music? Little Richard. We have Little Richard down here. It looks like Little Richard's getting some love. People love them some Little Richard, apparently. And then Chuck Berry up here. Let's make sure we're not switching to the wrong page. We got James Brown. He's getting down with James Brown. We have some more over here. We have Ray Charles, Ray Charles over there. I'm not going to say everybody. There's just too many names in here to say everyone. And I will say something about this magazine while I'm sitting right here. Here's the Beatles. I'll stop on the Beatles. So if you're a Beatles fan, or if you're a fan of the Beach Boys, you could drop a like on this video, or you can comment who your favorite band was. That'd be pretty cool. But about this magazine, Icons of Rock, 50 years of rock and roll. So, 50 years of rock and roll. Some of these bands have never made rock and roll. Some of them aren't even bands. So I guess we're just celebrating music icons, and 50 years of music. I mean, because that's what it would be, because it's not rock. Jimmy was rocking, you know what I'm saying? Chuck Berry, he was rocking, it just depends. The Beatles, they're rocking compared to some of the other ones. They're rocking, but you'll see as we get along that they're not all necessarily rock and roll bands, you know what I'm saying? There's Stevie Wonder. Look at Stevie down here. what does he have, a harmonica in his hand or something? I'm not sure. But then we have a whole bunch of Tommy Hilfiger ads, you know what I'm saying? There's Bob Dylan. There's Bob Dylan. I'm not going to point out everyone. If you see someone that I didn't point out, you go ahead and point them out. I'm going to skip past a few of them. There's The Who. And then, what does this say? The greatest rock and roll band in the world, the Rolling Stones. Who's that, Mick Jagger? Oh, boom, can't see that. I'm not going to read it all. That's that. Oh, there it is. There it is. So we're going to just, I'm just going to switch that page. Janis Joplin. It had Janis Joplin, okay? So she showed up with only her necklace on. It's part of the times, you know what I'm saying? So we can't be mad at that. I think Otis Redding up over here. The Grateful Dead down here. So we have the Grateful Dead. Curtis Mayfield up there, you know, and there's a bunch. I'm not going to name them all. Just make sure. We have Tina Turner over here. You know, so the rock part of its times, you know, they're kind of a little free-loving and free to wear clothes or not, you know, so we just got to watch out. But like I was saying, I think this whole thing's like sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger or something. Or, well, it said that for the tour, I guess for Lenny Kravitz tour. Make sure, okay, there's another one we can't. And after that, I think we're in the clear after that one. So something to look at and just kind of looking at the different bands and covers. And it's really, you know, interesting to see, you know, some of these pictures because they were like of the times of what was going on at those times and what was popular in pop music at the times. As you can see, it says that it's from rock and roll, but I guess we're still rocking so far. We got Elton John here when he was young, before, you know, he could get down like that, back when Elton John could get down. We have Bob Marley over there, Bruce Springsteen, look like the Funkadelics there, make sure. So now we're getting a little out because Madonna is not rock music. I wouldn't call Madonna rock music at all. We do have Prince over here, so that's a pretty cool picture of Prince. That's like an iconic picture right there. And U2 up here. Make sure, let's just make sure that there's nothing weird. See, now we're getting into it like Michael Jackson. Would you call it rock music, rock and roll music? Definitely wouldn't. The Beastie Boys. We got the Beastie Boys over here. We have Axl Rose. He was rocking. You know what I'm saying? And then there's Chuck D from Public Enemy. So, you know, they're not, I guess they kind of had some guitars in their music, but I wouldn't call it rock music. You know, and then that's how it's all sponsored from his tour, the Lenny Kravitz tour, and it says it right there. There goes Nirvana. I'm from the Northwest, so you know what I'm saying. I know all about that. I know how that hit out here when it came out. It was pretty wild. Still a thing if you want to go around and catch that scene. You could still find it places. But see, they have like Tupac in here, and it's like, I don't think he's ever made a rock song. I don't know. I've never seen him play a guitar, you know. But REM over here, he's in the corner. Leave him alone. He's in the corner. And then see, we have things like Lauryn Hill, like she's never, you know, her not even close to rock music, you know. Beck, he's a loser. Beck's no loser. It says he's no loser. And then Tommy Hilfiger. I just thought it was interesting because I got this magazine and I thought it was worth sharing, you know, kind of warm up the live stream and check out this cool magazine that I have. And it's just one of the many, one of the thousands. I'm actually going to give this magazine away to a lady I know. She works in this same kind of place where I'm at, and I know that she's a real big fan of music. I don't know if she's a fan of this kind of music. I mean, there's all types of music. I know she's more of like a modern age rock emo listener, but maybe she'd appreciate this. I'm not going to cut it up for collage art because it's just a cool magazine and it's just cool artists. I have lots of magazines with a lot of these other artists, and we'll flip through those sometime here in the near future. Like we have the Beatles one in there. I think I have I have a Van Halen one that's all Van Halen. That's just crazy. There's some cool pictures in there. They were getting down in them times, so that's a cool magazine. I have some Beatles ones. I think I said that already, but a bunch of others. I do have. Oh, I'll give away a secret. I always give away all the secrets of my magazine hauls here in these live streams. I have boxes and boxes of Bass Player magazine. I have a bunch of them. They're just a whole bunch of Bass Player magazines. It's funny because the Bass Player magazines, it's like, oh, excuse me. The Bass Player magazines have the bass player never gets the shine, you know what I'm saying? They never get the spotlight, but that magazine's cool because then you finally get a spotlight, the bass players, and I'm like, I don't know him, I know what band he's from, but you never know who the people are, for the most part. There are some famous people on there, but I have a whole bunch of bass player magazines. Eventually we'll go through them. Eventually I'll do a magazine haul, and then maybe we'll flip through them on the live stream and stuff like that. But I just figured I'd share this magazine with y'all because I just got it and I'm going to give it away, so I won't have it much longer. But it was the end of the world, December 1999, Vanity Fair. We might as well go out rocking, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was the thought. Like, if we're gonna go out, we might as well go out rocking. Put Jimmy on the cover, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. So what we're gonna do here today, you know what we're doing here today. We're gonna make some collage art. I asked you to come collage with me, and that's what we're gonna do. This one's gonna be funky. This one's gonna be weird. This one's gonna be different. I don't know how it's gonna turn out because I just grabbed some magazine clippings and I was like, oh yeah, this is funny. So let's have some fun by doing that. A couple of the scrap pieces, excuse me when I start talking the opposite way from where the microphone's pointing, but this was hooked up to some of it. It's all like donuts and stuff. Let's see if you can see that. We got Twinkies. Do you remember Twinkies when they were good? Like back when Hostess was Hostess before they sold out. I don't know, man. When I was a kid, the Twinkies were delicious. They do not taste the same nowadays. I don't know. They changed the recipe. When they sold the company, they gave them a fake recipe or something because they don't taste the same. Looks like some ice cream pops and stuff. You got some Krispy Kreme donuts and stuff down here. This was like on the side of this article, and we'll get to the donut part of this collage art. It'll come in at the end, but that's just a piece of the side of what we're cutting up. I can't see. Where's the center? I can't even see. So it's just kind of funny. If you remember when Twinkies tasted good, you can drop a date of when you think that was, because nowadays Twinkies just make me want to go find this thing, and I found this thing and I was like, it looks pretty cool. It's a it's a toilet. If you didn't know, that's what we use to do the number 2s and the number 1s. I don't know if we're gonna use this, but I thought it was funny. I think that maybe we can incorporate that. If we don't incorporate it into this one, probably not this one, but a future collage art project. It's got to be funny. I wonder if we can make something pop out of that or something. Would it be appropriate for YouTube live streams? I don't know. Just really depends. So what I'm gonna do while we're cutting these up together, I'm just gonna be going with the razor blade. Feel free to talk with each other in the comment section because I can't really talk because I pinned a comment letting you know that. But I got a sharp razor blade in my hand, and so this one, I fixed the tip. I put a new tip on that one, and I put a new one on this one too. I was chatting with one of the guys on the channel, and Glenn, I believe, and he was recommending getting some better X-Acto knives. And I think this is probably a fake one because it has the X and it's not spelt like that. So I'm gonna look into that in the future, getting more high quality blades. I did buy these blades and they were like the blades that come with this. I bought 100 pack of these, but they're like thicker, so they're like thicker steel or something. I don't know what it's made out of, but 100 pack. But these are not really for the detail. These are going to be for cutting up the magazines, cutting off the bindings, cutting through them for my videos where I'm, harvesting magazines, or I'm making those ASMRs for my new channel, which has not really launched yet. I'm just going to have another channel where we make ASMR magazine, videos, but then all those clippings come back over to us over here on this channel. So then we'll all get to make collage art out of all those magazine clippings. And then I still want to give away free magazine clippings because I have too many. We're going to keep organizing them. We organized one box last time. I think it was in our last stream. But I want to organize a bunch of those so then we can make the packs together, make some that are stylized, and then send them out to people and see what they come up with. I think it's going to be fun. I just want to see everyone get creative and have fun. Now, cats on dogs. I don't know. There's this dog here. He looks pretty cool. The only thing I worry about with this dog is the way that he's positioned, because I wanted him to stand on a stack of books. But the books are straight up and he's kind of angled. So is that going to look weird? Is it going to look like it works? Maybe he doesn't get a go on the books. He sits at the bottom and then the books can sit next to him. I just thought I was going to put him on this pile of books. It's all in my head. I don't know. I was just flipping through a magazine and was like, let's make something fun out of this. And so that's what we're doing. But I'm also going to be filming this as a YouTube short, like we like to do. We're going to cut this up, film it in a time lapse on this second camera, and then later on tonight, hopefully I can get it up tonight. It'll be a YouTube video short, and it'll have music behind it, and it'll just bring it together real fast in less than a minute. So if you watch this, then you can come back and watch that. It'll only take 1 more minute of your time, and it'll be worth it. It'll be cool. But that shows the process real fast. This is us just hanging out making it. It'll still be pretty fast. Let me see here. Got all the clippings over here. I got some other clippings, and so we'll make sure that this is filming. Let's make sure it's turned on. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Ignore my hand. Let's see if it turns on. Why did it turn off? I don't know why it turned off. It didn't want to work for us today. Let's see. Oh, it's trying to take a picture. No, we don't want to take a picture. We want it time-lapse. We're recording it at a time-lapse. It's going to be real fast. That's why I call it a quick collage, because it's real fast. So, doing lots of stuff. So we're going to do that. I'll just go ahead and hit record so we don't forget. There it goes. It's recording. And so I'll collage it together. Now, the reason why I would like to get this up tonight is because usually I'll put the short up the next day. That gives YouTube a little time to absorb what the content is, and maybe they'll share it with people. It's kind of hard to say. I guess I've been talking away from the mic this whole time. I think you can still hear me. But the reason why I want to get it up tonight is because tomorrow I'm releasing a reaction video where I'm reacting to a magazine. Never done one of those on this channel. And I think, you know, they could be better because I just doing it, but I know that I could make them better in the future, and they're fun. Magazines are fun to flip through, and then just showing the reactions of some of them, pretty fun. But then there's a bunch of shorts to go with it that I cut out of it, so hopefully get some reach on the channel with that, and we'll see how that goes. But I want to get this out before all of those go up, because once those go up, there'll be a bunch of shorts on the channel of like magazine reaction content, I guess. So we need to film this. Let's start with our dog. Does he look cute or what? He's a pretty cute guy. He's kind of cute. He wants what's in this picture. He wants one of those Twinkies or something, or one of those Krispy Kreme donuts or something. That's the idea in my mind. But we got to cut him out first, and then we're filming it with the time-lapse camera, so that'll go into our other video, which should be fun. So I just got to pull it to the side and start cutting. I think I'm going to start by his paw. So bring him in, flip him around, and get to cut. Now I'm going to do this kind of slow because we're chatting here, and I don't want to cut myself, so be careful when you're playing with these blades, kids. You know, gotta watch out. We want to keep our pup in shape. Gonna try to make sure that I don't fade away from the mic too much here. Sometimes I do that when I'm getting into the cut, you know, getting into the details. I don't think we need to be too precise with him, but he's a little cute guy. We don't want to mess him up too much, and we still want it to turn out well. That's the thing, is it's a quick collage. There goes that slippiness again. I think it might be my mat. It could be this blade. It's slipping around again. Maybe it's this blade, and that's what we were talking about in the comments section. I can't really write many comments when I'm slicing with the blade, but afterwards, if you comment on the archive video, then we can have a back and forth conversation, and maybe you can give me some tips. That is slipping. It could be because of the mat. I did just put a new blade in it. Oh, let's watch out for his ear right there. And let's see if this one starts to slip. It doesn't. So I have a new mat that I was going to replace this old mat with. I want to keep it looking the exact same because I used to cut with the green mat, and then it's like, well, I would like them all to look the same because you know how YouTube kind of goes. If you just, there's so many people on YouTube, which is awesome. I love YouTube for the content and all the people making cool stuff on there, but you get lost in the sea of people, you know what I mean? And I would like people to know that it's me, like, you know, what we're doing, you understand? So changing up the mat is just a little thing. People probably wouldn't even care, but for me, it's like then you instantly recognize it, like you've been here before, or if you're for the first time, you remember that that's kind of how it is. And that's why I always wear the black hoodie in my watch. I always wear my watch anyway, but It's kind of, you know, it's my hands, you know, it's me. Just kind of recognition. It's not like brand recognition or anything. It's just making sure people understand what they're getting themselves into. We're about to create some collage art, you know. They didn't come here for something else weird. I mean, that thumbnail could look kind of weird. You'll see he's coming. Don't worry. We got to get our little pup here. Get our little pup sliced up. So I'm just kind of slicing them around. And it's kind of weird the way I'm doing it and talking and fading from the mic. But it's being recorded with the time-lapse camera, and that should come together all right. Sometimes I have to salvage it because I'm drifting. Maybe I have to move the camera shot or something. But it's okay. It's all for fun. We're not super serious over here. We just like to have fun, create some cool collage art, listen to some chill lo-fi vibes. I can hear those in the background. Some really chill music. Nothing crazy. Now for my video, for my reaction video, I kind of added like some house music slowly, lightly in the background. Some light house music in the background. And it should be pretty chill. Okay, can you come out of there, pup? Let's see if he comes out. He's coming out. There he goes. Ooh, look at him. He's a little cutie. He wants to eat your donuts. Put him in the other camera. Hey, hey, hey. What's his name? I don't know his name. You can tell me his name. We'll figure it out. I'm going to set him over there on that toilet where he was. What did we lose? We didn't lose a lot. I found this in, forget what magazine. Let's keep the scraps because you never know if we're going to need them. Okay, here's the pile of books. The pile of books might work with the dog, might not. We'll find out here in a minute. Here's the pile of books, and I'm going to start cutting down here. Cut it right about right here, and get to cutting up the books. Cutting up the books. We're not reading the books, we're cutting the books. Just like the magazines. I may not read the magazines every now and then, but I like it for the pictures. Most people say they like it for the articles. I'm like, I'm here for the pictures. That's all I do when I go find this place. There's a place that sells cheap magazines by me, and I just go through and just flip through the pages. I'm not like really sitting there reading unless it's interesting. I did just get one about like Princess Diana, and it was a big, thick People's one, and I bought it because I was like, well, I could, you know, I could read this first off, and then I was like, I know people like that. I don't see a lot of collage potential in it, but when it's so cheap, I don't like passing up super cheap magazines. Speaking of cheap magazines, I've been ghosted twice in the past few days. I was talking to this girl and she was giving away a bunch of magazines, some old Cosmopolitans, and I'm like, ooh, I'm coming to get them. I'll be there right now. Where you at? And she's like, oh yeah, you could have them. I'll put them on my porch. And my next message is like, great, I'll, you know, can leave there now. Tell me where and I'll be there. And she just never even read my message, left me unread, didn't even leave me read. She left me unread. And it was sad. I wanted them magazines. But she was giving those away for free, so I can't be mad at that. And maybe she just got lost in space. I don't know what happened to her, but she ghosted me, and I didn't get the magazines, so sadly I wasn't able to share those with y'all today, which I probably would have if I would have got, because she said there were like some 90s, bunch of other stuff. There's some Smithsonian and some other random stuff, which I don't necessarily, you know, whatever. You never know what's going to be in them. But she said that there is some 90s Cosmopolitan in there, and I'm like, ooh, I know what that's like, and I wanted those. And then she ghosted me. And on top of that, there's this girl this morning. She's listing these for $50. But there was tons of them, tons of fashion magazines, lots of Elle magazines, lots of other cool fashion magazines, a lot of them. I don't like paying a ton of money for magazines, especially when I'm going to go and slice them up, because I'm not like a reseller, although I am letting my daughter sell some that I don't need anymore, or not going to use for collage art, or I've already read them, or I've already shared them, and I'm going to let her sell them online. But it's not something I do, so paying $50 for a stack of magazines and going out of my way is not necessarily something I do on the frequent. But I wanted those ones, so I messaged her. I'm like, I'll come and pick them up. I have a couple things to do today, and this was all this morning. And so I told her that I would go and pick them up, and I saw that she read the message. She read it, but she didn't say anything. I was about to message her again, start getting desperate, and be like, I have cash. I have cash. Send her a picture of the stack of cash. Do you want this cash? Because sometimes people just post stuff and they're just like, I don't know, not motivated enough. They want to sell it. I guess they're motivated enough to put it up there on the face-based marketplace for sale, but they got to follow through with it. You know, now you got to meet a stranger and come grab all the magazines, or allow me to come up to your place and load the magazines myself. And when it's a young girl, maybe she's not, and maybe that's the point, is that I'm a dude and she doesn't feel comfortable. I don't know. I try to be as friendly as possible in those kind of posts. There this goes. It should pop out. Oh nope, right there at the edge. Come on, books, we want to read you. Yeah, I try to be really friendly as I can in those posts. There's our stack of books. Looks pretty cool, actually. That looks like a cool stack of books. Can you see that? There you go. That autofocus, it works sometimes, and it doesn't work sometimes. So, yeah, I like that brick wall. I like that brick wall there. You see that? It's pretty cool. Ooh, sushi. I don't know if the sushi fits our thing here, but pretty cool. We'll keep it. We're not going to throw away our scraps. I like the brick wall. I wonder if we pull the brick wall into this. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, back to what I was saying, is I try to be really friendly with people when talking to them on the face-based marketplace, because I don't want to freak anyone out. I usually say, like, oh, I'll show up in a work van and I'm going to be wearing my uniform or something, just to make them feel good, you know, so they know, like, okay, he's wearing his work uniform, he's not a weirdo, you know, like stuff like that. I don't know if we're going to use these. As you can see, I got this from American Craft. It's another magazine haul I have yet to show on the channel, but I did get a whole bunch of American Craft magazines, and they're very interesting. So, very interesting indeed. The only problem with this one, and let's see if it'll focus. I'm not sure if it'll focus. Oh, I can't see it. There's like a rip. You see the rip? There's like a little tear, a little rip right around these two here. You know, it's kind of bumpy. So maybe we just use these three, but I don't know how I can get around this one. So, and I don't even know if we need these. I just saw it and it was sitting there, and this magazine was in rough shape. So I was going to go ahead and, you know, try to salvage this little piece right here. What do we do? I'm thinking about it. It's not very wide on the bottom. If I cut around here and it's sticking out of the side and that's coming out the top, you wouldn't really notice what I do there. If I keep all three of these, will you even notice that little piece? It's kind of bumpy. I don't like it because it has that bump, you know, that's why. You see that. Now you can see it. So it's kind of, something happened to it, got bent weird there. I don't really want that in the collage. So I'm going to go ahead and just maybe try to fake it right here. Fake it till you make it. We're gonna make it. So I'm just gonna start right there. No, I'm not. Where am I starting? I'm starting right here. Oh, do I want the wood deck? Yes, just to keep it all together. Okay, here we go for the other camera. And I'll go ahead and slice it. I'm not gonna slice into the bottom yet. Keep it together. Keep it together. Alright, I don't know if this might look weird with this other piece on it. Forgive me if I'm drifting from the mic. I'll turn my head just a little bit so we can hear me talk. I don't think it's hard to hear me talk. I think I talk loud enough. But sometimes, you know, get to drifting from that microphone, and then I don't even know which way my head's pointing because I'm just trying not to cut myself. You like my country accent? It comes in every now and then. See, here's the thing. I could have been born in Montana. I was not born in Montana, but my grandparents from Missoula, Montana, and then my dad and all his side of the family is from Phoenix, Arizona. So I kind of got both. Some cold winters, some really hot summers. I'll tell you that story later. How I am not good with any climate. Probably why I'm wearing a sweater in a heat wave. No, it's because of our AC is just blasting, and we need it to be blasting because there's not AC in the other part of the house. So we have to have this part blasting the AC, and then it's blowing fans down the hallways, trying to get everyone cool, you know. But I had a freeze. What's it like catching hypothermia in the summertime? I don't know. We're trying to get these, I don't know, are these ketchup bottles? They look like ketchup bottles to me. If you know what it is, maybe we'll read it and see. That might help. They look like melted ketchup bottles. That was just what I thought. And so that's kind of, I don't know if that's what we're going for. But it's weird. It's fun. It's collage art. Who cares? We just have fun. We just make whatever we want. They can't tell us nothing. That's what's so cool about it. It's like we don't even care, bro. We make what you want. I'm not like painting the 16th chapel or something. I'm making a piece of collage art out of magazine paper. This magazine was going to be just wasted. It was already, this one's already in really bad shape. The cover was gone, and the page before this was really rough, and I just got rid of that, and then this one just had that little bend on it, and so I was like, well, kind of like that bottle for this funny one that I was trying to create today. Just something different, something random. I am going to create some space stuff. I have this really space magazine that's really weird. And I want to create some stuff. I have so much I want to create. It's just getting the time and, you know, getting it all set up and everything, which I think that I will. I'm starting to get all this live streaming stuff put together well. Finally, I'm getting it locked in and organizing the channel. And we're just a young channel and we're growing, so it's a good time to be reevaluating things. But once I can get in the flow state, once I can get my flow state going, you know, then we can really start creating some really cool, fun stuff. I love these quick collages because they're just like quick. We're not like gonna sit here for a month. And I really appreciate, I can appreciate the people that will sit there and work on a collage for months, and like they look so cool. They put all this stuff over there. You got some patience. I respect that. I respect that a lot. We're making some quick collages because I want to see the transformation now. I want to see something come together now. And we got our little ketchup bottles. I don't know. Maybe I could cut into that and make it a little different. We'll see if it comes into play. We don't really know, but since we saved it because this magazine was just ruined anyway, so we saved that. We'll set it over there with our little dog. Do you remember our little dog? Let's see. He's kind of sad. He's sitting over here to the side, so he still wants to come and play, but he has to wait his turn. We got our stack of books, we got our dog, and we got our weird ketchup bottles, and we can't forget about the Twinkies. We're not going to use those Twinkies most likely. What did we lose? I don't know what that is, but that's what's so cool. Oh, you can see it different on the camera. Is that like the Mona Lisa behind there? I'm not really sure. But American Craft, that's where we got it from. I'll show you that magazine haul here in the future. Okay, we're getting there. We're making some progress. It ain't taking too long. Hopefully not. Main character or main character's backdrop. What do we do? What do we do? Here's the main character. Check him out. I found this dude. I don't even know where I found him. I forget. It might tell us. Might have been in a Maxim or something. Oh, yeah, it was in a Maxim magazine. Just some weird, strange stuff. Okay, Chef Boy RG over here. He's getting it in with, I don't know, is that like, what is that? I don't know what he's eating. I thought it was ice cream. I thought he was like crushing up some ice cream or something. But we'll have to look at it closer and see what is going on with this dude. But we're going to cut him out. We got to fix his hat. We're worried about his hat. See, we're going to have to make his hat on the edge and just make it look like it was not cut off by the side of the magazine. So we'll go ahead and cut him out. Then we'll cut our other piece out. We'll throw it on a backdrop, bring it all together. It's called a quick collage for a reason. That's why it's quick. This is for the time-lapse camera. Let's bring it in. There he is. Start cutting over here. Keep a little structure so the magazine paper does not pull apart from each other. And then I'm just going to kind of cut into them a little bit here and keep it smooth. Now that I'm looking with the lights on, I can see my mat is pretty damaged. Luckily, I have another backup mat. So that's coming out tonight. I'm pulling that out tonight. I thought I had a couple more cuts in this mat, but guess what? Mr. Heavy Hands over here, I thought this mat was self-healing. It did not heal. I cut it deep. I cut it so deep. But that's just the way my hands go. They don't call me butterfly hands or anything. Let's see. Oh, right around his hat. So I tried to cut his hat to make it look like it's still a chef's hat. I probably shouldn't be talking while I'm doing this for the other camera. I mean, not talking, but like explaining with my hands, because the other camera's filming a time-lapse, and I need that to come together so we all get that cool time-lapse video with the music behind it. But if I start doing all types of wavy stuff... Ooh, he has some shaggy eyebrows. Ooh, I'm gonna trim those for you, bruh. Ooh, little slip right there on the knife. Little slip. I think that's the mat. I think that's happening because of the mat. So we're gonna blame it on the mat. We're totally not gonna blame it on my poor cutting skills. Someone's gotta take the blame, and it's not me. Apologize for drifting from the microphone. I should get like a lapel mic. This was never a good idea. This isn't a podcast. I shouldn't be sitting here like I'm podcasting or something with this microphone when I'm trying to get deep into a collage. Would have made sense. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But you know, we'll keep growing. We'll keep getting it better, and keep changing things around. As you can see, if you've been here before, or you know, I changed everything again. I'm in the process of changing my thumbnails because I want them to be more descriptive, and I want them to have a theme, so we can people will know in the future. You know what you're getting into. You know that you're coming to make some collage. You're coming to hang out, and it's just chill. It's not, you know, that high intensity stuff. If you're looking for that, you might want to go over to TikTok. I won't say the word that I call it. You might want to be over there or in the shorts feed or something. I'll post some of that stuff sometimes. I'm cutting it off. Gonna cut it off. I don't like the blue, obviously. Here he comes. He's coming free. Look at this dude. Look at him. Oh no, I see something. It bugs me every time. I cannot leave it. So let me get the scraps out of the way. Darn it. I thought he was done. Nope. You thought wrong. Let me pull him over here. Get him off of that bump. Man, my mat did not heal. I don't know if there's a way to bring it back to life, but I think it's done. I think it's been cut way too deep. And my blade keeps slipping in certain spots on this mat. And that's not good because you're going to mess up my collage. Can't you see? I took hours and hours on this thing. I ain't need you messing up my dang collage. Come on out of there. Ooh, maybe I need to cut that piece first, huh? Come on out of there. There he is. Gotcha. Got you where I want you now. Look at him. He's hungry. I don't know. I like some ice cream. I don't know if I'd eat it like that, but yeah, he's definitely feeling it. Okay, so our dog, our books, our weird ketchup bottles. I don't know. Are they ketchup, or could it be like some other kind of topping or something? Some kind of topping. Yeah, this mat, man, it's been taking some baiting. Okay, here we go. Now, if you've ever been to my area, you would know they love their donuts. And here's a whole award about donuts. Have you ever had a donut with bacon on it? A maple bacon bar. It's pretty good. Tell you what, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. But now, would I go pay $8 for a donut? For one donut? No, I don't think I would. The only reason why I would eat those is my friend used to work for Voodoo Donuts. You may have heard of Voodoo Donuts. Probably not the best donut place around here. There's a lot of controversy now. I guess we're a big donut connoisseurs over here now. But a lot of controversy on who's the best donut around here. And obviously, that's how I found this. This is about 58 of the best places in the city to get donuts. Dang, man, how many donuts do we eat around here? I don't know. I don't eat that many donuts. I like donuts. I'd eat some donuts. We need this trophy. We're gonna, I'll show you in a minute, but we got to get rid of this text as well. Somehow, some way. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's not a real song, so I can't be copywritten because I just made it up. Google, dang. Quit trying to strike me on my music. I just sung this song right now. Top 40 charts at the donut shop here soon. You watch out. Okay, I'm going to cut around this, and then we're going to try to get rid of the text. We need this trophy. This trophy is critical to our quick collage. So I'm going to just go ahead and get down to the basin. Down to the Columbia Basin. Yeah, so if you've ever been around here, you know that donuts. So Voodoo Donuts, you probably heard, they're all over the country now. They're all over the place now. I know they're down in Austin. They're in a bunch of other places, so you probably had them. Just a bunch of weird donuts. Everywhere makes weird donuts, though, so it's like, oh, why are we so cool? Everywhere puts cereal on donuts, you know? There's tons of those places to get your cereal donuts. But they do have some good donuts. Oh, I didn't finish my thought. The only reason why I used to eat these donuts is I had a friend who was like the manager of the main original Voodoo Donut shop. He was the manager. We actually filmed a music video. I actually filmed a music video for him in the back of the donut shop. Wow, those are some times. But anytime I'd be downtown, this is younger CJ here, hanging out downtown on the weekends, you know, just partying. I'd come by the donut shop, which is right downtown, and right in the middle of where everyone's like, all the bars are at, and everyone's bar hopping and stuff. And I'd come down and say what's up to my friend, because he's always working in the back. He always had to work, because those are like the busiest days for donuts. I mean, every day is a busy day for them donuts, but he worked there in the back, and he's the manager. But I would show up down there, you know, I'm younger, in my 20s and stuff, be down there drinking and partying and hanging out, you know, whatever, hopping around. And I'd show up and just say what's up to my friend, and he would come out with this, it's a pink box, just come out with this huge pink box full of donuts. Oh, here you go, take them. It's like, dude, I'm down here drinking. I'm down here hanging out. I don't want to be walking around with a big pink box full of donuts. Not only that, is he was, you know, it's cool. Thank you. I'm super thankful for that. He was hooking us up, you know. Your friend's hooking you up. You can't really complain about it. I'm not complaining. But it's a lot. I don't want to be carrying around a box of donuts when I'm downtown drinking and dancing or doing whatever. But he would hook us up. But not only was he really hooking us up, he would pack the box so full. Like, you know, you get a box of donuts and sometimes it could be a little overfull or something. No, these are big old boxes. If you've ever seen those big pink boxes, or just most donut shops, you know, have those big pink or big old boxes that you can put all the donuts in. But he would pack it. It would be like overfilling, like the donuts are smushed. He'd like smush the donuts in there, it felt like. I'm like, dude, I don't need that many donuts. I could take one maple bacon bar and I could probably eat that and still drink or something, you know. But I mean, he was hooking us up. Can't be mad at a friend helping out his friends. Now, what did happen from having the big old box of pink donuts, and everyone knows because it's like a famous box of donuts around here, so everybody knows you walk around with the pink box, everybody knows you have Voodoo Donuts. Okay, so that kind of played into, you know, making new friends, meeting ladies and stuff. I don't know if the ladies really liked it, but you could just meet people by being like, you want a donut? I got 50 of them in this box right now. Why do I have so many donuts? I don't know, but I'd had to give them away, because what else are you going to do? Give them to the rats down there or something? That's the last resort, because I'd give them to the homeless, giving them to people at the clubs, give them to the bouncer at the door. Maybe he'll let us in without charging us an arm and a leg. Okay, where are we at? We're up here. We're getting around. As you can see, I'm doing a little detailed cutting, and I like talking while I'm doing it, because then I'm not thinking about how critical this cut was. I needed this handle really bad, and it's really thin right here, so gotta do that. But talking about donuts, who's gonna go get a donut tonight? I'm down to go get some donuts. It actually keeps bugging my daughter. My daughter's a teenager, by the way. I'm older than I look. You may not believe it, but my daughter's a teenager. And I'm a single dad. I'm a single full-time dad. My daughter lives with me all the time. Ain't seen her mom in years and years and years. I don't know. It's for the better for me. It's sad for my daughter, but guess I have to be mom and dad. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. And anyway, so I always ask her for help, and she helps me out with a lot of stuff. But I keep bugging her about going and getting Cinnabon. I won't leave her alone. I'm like, she promised that we were gonna go get it sometime, but then she like keeps me on a leash of like, we not gotta go get Cinnabon. Have to drive down to the mall, and we haven't got to get it yet. I keep bugging her about it, so maybe in the next few days I'll get lucky, and she'll need something from the mall or something, and we'll end up at the mall, and then I'll finally get some Cinnabon. I've been waiting for that. I don't eat it very often, but you know, a nice sweet treat. I can't lie. I got a sweet tooth. Try to calm it down and not do it too much, because I'm actually trying to be more healthy with myself. But I work out every morning nowadays, so that is something that I had to get to. When you're naturally thin, like I'm naturally thin since a kid. I was really skinny as a kid, but naturally thin, not like super thick, but just naturally. But so I never needed to work out. It wasn't like a thing like, oh, I got to go hit the gym and lose some weight. That was never a thing for me. The only reason to hit the gym is to be more healthy and to take care of myself more. So something that I've been doing recently for, I don't know, a couple months straight now. I've worked out every morning. Not every single morning. Sometimes you wake up with a headache or something. You're like, I ain't working out today. It's just going to get worse. But for the most part, I built it into a routine, and so I'm happy with that. It's not like something super crazy. I'm not in the gym. It's just home workout. So I'm proud of that. Ooh, I can feel my mat. It has something right there. There's like an eyelash on the table, and then there goes that piece. Yeah, so it's something I'm proud of. Something I'm really proud of is getting committed and being serious about it, and I'm a person that is pretty dedicated with stuff. Like I'll go through with it. Like, as you can see, you'll see with this channel, if you ever come back around or you ever see me around, is I'm here. If I want to do something and I'm serious about it, I'm gonna do it. And so this isn't a fly-by-night channel. This will be longevity. So that's why I keep on updating and changing things. And it's like, oh no, you're changing stuff, but it's like, we're still in the beginning stages of growing, so I don't need to worry about changing all my thumbnails, because hopefully the people that have came before will still realize it's me, and that's cool. But also I'm trying to get it ready for the future, where I have a steady type of thumbnails that they kind of go and people can recognize them, and then they make sense, but they're not too clickbaity or anything or whatever, the YouTube stuff. But just trying to build it where, oh, it's slippy right there on my mat, and that's where I need to be, in the center for the other camera. I would work over here where there aren't any cuts, but I need to be in the center here for this other camera. Changing this mat out tonight. But yeah, just trying to be consistent. I like to think that I'm consistent person. I'm not consistently talking into this mic, it appears, because I just realized I'm drifting from the mic again. But try to be consistent in the things that I do, and if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this. I have all these magazines, and I've really found that collage art is very therapeutic to me, and that's why I got these chill vibes going on in the background as well, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to put that kind of vibe out into the world, of where it's just like hanging out, playing with magazines. It's not all like some Mr. Beast all intense stuff where I feel like I'm on an adrenaline rush or something. That's cool. There's time for that. There is a time for that. But I wanted this to feel like I'm just done working, been driving in traffic, dealing with the stress of the world. Oh, I just forgot about it because I had to do these detail cuts. So that's where when I found Collage, I was like, wow, I love this. And I already love magazines, and I already have a ton of magazines, and I'm like, oh, this works perfect. It all started when I was just trying to make some art for my house, and then I'm like, well, this is fun. I enjoyed this. And so that's why I started this channel and started making cool stuff. and it's gonna get even cooler, and I'm gonna get even better. Never claim to be good, just claim to have fun, and that's what I think everyone else should do. And if I could spread that message a little bit, just a little bit, to say, you know, go ahead and try it, go ahead and do it, and who cares what anyone thinks. I'll support you. Send me a message or send me a comment on this video once it's archived, and we can chat. And I'd love to support you, and I'd love to support other people as well. And I want to see what you create, and that's why I'm going to make those magazine clipping packs so other people can get them, and we'll all get to see what they create, and it'll be so fun. It's going to be fun. We're at the beginning stages. I can't do everything I want to do right now, and that's okay. Be patient with it, and as we grow the community, it's going to be a good community. I know it will be, because if it's not, I'll kick them out. They'll get the boot, the steel toe. But I don't know why I got all rescue or something there, but pirate. I went all pirate on them. But it'll be fun, so everyone can, you know, just feel free to share what they want to share. I was just talking to one of my friends. She messaged me. I haven't seen her in a long time. And she sent me a message on FaceSpace, but I don't use social media like that. So she hasn't seen me in a while because I deleted all my social media. I know, it's crazy. I deleted it all. I was like, I don't need it. I don't need to be in contact with you or you. And I just deleted all that a while back. So I, you know, kind of fell out of contact with some people, but she found me because I was using FaceSpace Marketplace to get some more magazines, and you got to kind of have your face on there so people don't think you're too crazy. Well, apparently there's still ghosting me on there, but you know, we'll figure that out. But she found me. Oh, let me cut this real quick. Okay. Well, I just want that bottom to be. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that thought because I had to get that out of there. All right, there's our trophy. Forget what I'm talking about. We'll pick back up on that, talking about cutting off the social media and all that stuff. Put that down to the side. There's our trophy. We got to get into this. We're already getting there. We got to wrap this up or try to make this somehow. The question is, how do we get rid of this text? Here was my idea. Big, brilliant idea. Is this guy. He's our blocker. How do we get it? We could keep 58 there and it would make it good. And then I was thinking about, I'm still away from the mic here, I was thinking about cutting a slit in the trophy and shoving him up through it so he's popping out of the trophy, and then we don't have that. I guess we can keep the 58. We're gonna keep it. What does it mean? You tell me what 58 means. It's how old I am. No, it's not. Maybe it's how old you are. Not mad at that. Perfect time to start collaging. Okay, let's not slip. Do not slip, Blade. If you slip right now, I don't know what I'd do to you. You'd probably cut me, but I don't care. Something's gonna happen. I still don't think that he's gonna fit through that. One arm, two arm, three arm. Oh, red arm, blue arm, I guess. To quote Dr. Seuss. Okay, so let's try something like this. Hopefully it don't get too weird, okay? I mean, if it ain't weird enough already, hopefully it don't get too weird looking. I'm gonna go and thin him out. I know you've been eating all that ice cream straight from the palm of your hand, but we're just gonna try to thin you out. There you go. Let's see if that worked. Get rid of that. Get rid of the scraps. 58 different kind of donuts. Oh, almost. Sorry if that was loud. I haven't been by the mic all this time, and then I just get all excited. I wonder if we should get them down further, though, so you could see more of the donuts. I think so. We got to trim ya, brah. Trimming ya. Gonna trim him some more. I don't think that hurt him too much. Let's just try to feather this. Feather this, yeah, right. I'm totally good at feathering stuff. No, I'm not. You see this? You see how I press this? It's not right. I know it's not right. Have I ever been right? No, I have not. So let's start now. Okay, we slimmed him up a little bit. There he goes. You can see the donuts. Should we do more? Should I keep on going? Should I keep on going? I don't know. I think that's fine. I think that should be good for what it is. He's just supposed to be fun and funny. I think he's fun and funny. He's got his donuts. 58. 58. He's got his ice cream. How do we bring this together? How do we bring it together? The dog's just supposed to be looking up at him. That's how it's supposed to come together. Do we do white or do we do red? Let's go with the red. How does the red match that red? Okay, so I had an idea for the background. Oh, color. Where did you go? All I see is red. All I see is red. Oh, wait, that's a different song. Okay, I have this red. Oh, it's too red. Too red? Too red. Okay, sorry. Scratch that. Try again soon. Coming back. Let's go with white. Is this white? Oh, it's gonna mess the white balance up. Watch for the camera to adjust. Whoa! Oh, it got all dark and stuff. See? Wrong. Shouldn't have that auto balance on. The auto balance is all messed up. Okay. This is supposed to be our backdrop. I kind of had this and I thought it was cool. And there he is. And then, how does this come together? We're going to use the dog and the stack of books. Like a stack of books. And then I had this. I don't even know if I needed this. I was just trying to like be funny or something. And I was saving it from that magazine. Just to kind of make it like, there's some toppings. There's some toppings. And then our dog. But he doesn't really sit on there right. Oh, maybe he does. And he's got to be looking. Oh, he's supposed to be looking upwards, kind of. There, he kind of looks like he's hanging on it. He kind of. Oh, sorry, you can't even see that. There you go. He kind of looks like he's hanging on it. Is the white blowing this camera out? Yes, the white is blowing the camera out. But I think that's okay. I think that it's funny. I think that it's fun. He's just like. He's the chef. He's the chef. He's making donuts. He's making crepes. I don't know. Are those crepes or something? He's squishing his ice cream in there. I don't really have a meaning for it, but he is a champion of donut eating. And if you want to get into a competition with him, he will take you on. I like how the dog is kind of like leaning over the books now. I was worried about his posture of how he's going to be sitting on it. So I don't know. I just came up with this real fast. Like I didn't plan. We could pull the trophy up even higher, make it a little taller. I didn't plan anything. I just was grabbing through some magazine clippings, saw him, saw the donut, saw the trophy. I had this piece, and I was like, well, we need something cool to bring it in. So I had that piece, and then the books, and we saw those last minute. I was just like, let's use those. I don't know what it is. How does it come together? But it's just kind of fun. It's a quick collage. Do we need the toilet? He's going to need the toilet. He's going to need the toilet after eating that ice cream like that. So it's going to be kind of funny. But I just wanted to jump on and make some quick collage art. That's what I really find fun about making collages, is that it really takes away from the stress. It takes away from everything that's going on in the world. And you can just have fun and make some collages. And it's just some old magazine paper. So it's like, whatever. If it gets messed up, it gets messed up. We're on to the next one. I have some really cool ones that are planned. You know, this is planned. I grabbed a couple stacks and I'm like, okay, I'll use those and use those. And here's the concept in my mind. I have some piles of different ones that are stacked together that show that like have an idea behind them, and I want to make them. One of them is going to take longer, so I probably can't do it in a live stream. Maybe I'll do that this weekend and then I can post the video early next week or something. But it's a really cool one and it has a lot of different detail pieces, so it'd probably take longer. I'll still turn it into a quick collage video, but it won't maybe be in a live stream because we'd be here for some hours. I have a feeling cutting through like the flower bushes, you know, and I don't want to leave the white just like between his arms. I want to cut it out. So that one might take a little bit longer. I have a couple other good ones, and they have good songs that are the ideas to go behind them. So I'm looking forward to making those here in the near future with y'all. I have tons of magazines. Tons of magazines. So we need to go through and organize my magazine clippings. We need to get into that. We only did one. Those clippings are so interesting. There's just so many inside there, and really it's nothing because I'm going to be cutting up a ton of other magazines for my other channel, my ASMR channel, and then we'll bring those magazines over here. We're going to need to organize them, and then we'll be able to make collage art with those as well. Should be really fun. I have a bunch of magazines to look at, magazine hauls that I have not filmed yet. I have some that are already filmed that I just need to edit and upload, so I'm sure I'll upload at least one this week. There'll be a new magazine haul on the channel this week. I'll go live again this week for sure. I'm getting, more used to it, and we're figuring it out and getting stuff together. Having fun with some collage art. I have some spacey ones I want to do, so we'll get into that. So much stuff. If you want to chat, drop a comment on the archived video. Then I can reply and jump into all that fun stuff. I really appreciate you. If you've, came here to this video at all, if you made it to this point, then you really know I really appreciate you. I don't know how to show my appreciation yet. We're going to get there and figure it out. I want to give y'all some free magazines. I want to give y'all some free magazine clippings. I want to show off your art. I want everyone to, talk with each other and, make a fun community over here. I would say art community, but I want to say collage community, and just people having fun, because it's not serious as people would think of like an art community. This is just a fun hangout community where we play with magazines and we cut them up into shreds. Well, not necessarily shreds. We turn them into fun pieces of art for everyone to enjoy. And hopefully this lightened your day. Hopefully it gave you some inspiration to go create something yourself, and that would be awesome. Share it with me. I want to see it. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, because that helps me out on YouTube and it helps me grow this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You made it this far, you might as well subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? There'll be a lot more cool stuff in the future. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.